High school football from across the desert Southwest is here. Varsity Blitz starts right now.
Southwest battles are here. Welcome to week 3 of Varsity Blitz, everyone. I'm Luis Lopez.
And I'm Vanessa Gongora. Luis, it's been fun watching teams get back on the field, but when our local squads play each other, it just has an extra spice, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely scorching the rivalries are tonight, Vanessa. 3 games featuring these local-on-local matchups, and our first comes to us from Shimamoto Simpson Stadium.
That's correct. I went down to Imperial Valley myself for this matchup against the Imperial Tigers and Cibola Raiders with 9:40 on the clock in the first quarter. No one on the board yet. Tigers first down. Jaden Ayala sees Joel Villacampos with the catch and taken down by Daniel Lopez. Now on 3rd and 10, Ayala runs out of the pocket. There he goes. He's going to fake a throw, but Raiders Isayala Ibarra gets a piece of him, and down Ayala goes. With 4:30 left in the first, Cibola going for it on 4th down. QB Andrew McMayer scrambling, goes wide, but Tigers bows in, says no way, Jose, which forces a turnover on downs. 2:24 left in the first down on about the 20. Ayala goes long into the end zone, and it's off Jared Nixon's fingers. Little taunting there, but that makes the fun out of it. Tigers make their way into the red zone on 3rd down. Ayala darts it to Julian Jimenez. He gets around Lopez and pushes his way into the end zone for the touchdown. He's hyped up to be first on the board, 7-0, and the Tigers go on to claw the Cibola Raiders 44-0.
All right, Tigers looking dominant.
Yes.
We move on to another 2 local squads battling now. One, though, looking for their first win.
Gila Ridge really looking to get back on the right track after they didn't even come away with the score in a 40-0 loss to Army Navy Academy last week. Hawks hoping some home cooking can get them right tonight.
Yeah, they welcome in a Southwest Eagles squad coming off of their first win last week against Banning. A win tonight would be the first time with back-to-back wins for the Eagles since 2019.
Wow.
So to Veterans Memorial Stadium for Hawaiian night. Peter Blinko Jr. and the Eagles looking for a 2-game winning streak, while Gila Ridge head coach Jessica Slaughter's Hawks still in search of win number 1 on the very young season. Midway through the first quarter, Gila Ridge down 6-0, but on the move, Steven Navas finds Jacob Arcides. Arcides just caught from behind by Julian Lopez. Hawks inside the 10. Moments later, the give to senior Ryshawn Keel, and he walks his way in. We're now tied up at 6 apiece. Moving on to the second quarter. Hawks, well, they'd be forced to punt, but this one blocked by the Eagles and ends up being recovered near the 15-yard line. Southwest with some very good field position here. Moments later, Eagles quarterback Matt Mills slings to his right, finds Dylan Galicia with some nice moves, but he loses the ball. It's jarred loose by Presley. Cavett also pounces on top of it. Another big stand for the Hawks D. Fast forward to under a minute left in the first half. Mills, Logan Youngers, and look at the nice move there. Eagles take the lead. They add on a 2-point conversion to go up 14-6. Hawks not ready for halftime with 11 seconds left in the half. Steven Navas tosses downfield and connects with Jacob Arcides again. Timeout called at the 17-yard line. We do have 1 second remaining, so what can you call with 1 second? Well, how about the reverse with quarterback Steven Navas as your lead blocker for Presley Cavett. Cavett, he's going to take this one into the end zone as time expires. A 2-point attempt will be no good. Great score there. It ended up being 14-12 Eagles at the half, and Eagles would actually end up winning this one by a final of 20-18.
And coming up, could Yuma get their first win of the season? Well, they'd have to get past a tough Tempe team to do so. Could the Crims get it done? Find out straight ahead. We'll be right back.
I'm Deborah Black. I'm here to ask for your help to save lives during this opioid crisis. Individuals who have overdosed are being left to die because those around them are afraid to call for help. Arizona's Good Samaritan law protects those who call 911 when they are present during an overdose. On behalf of law enforcement, please make that emergency call. You will not be arrested. You plus naloxone are a combination that will save lives in Arizona.
Non-attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services by Attorney Trey Days. Attention all business owners. Did you own a business with 4 or more full-time W-2 employees between October 2020 and September 2021? If so, you may be entitled up to $26,000 per employee as part of the CARES Act. which provides financial compensation to business owners in the form of a check you can deposit as a reward for retaining your employees during the pandemic. Let us help you find out if you're entitled to free government money. If your business was impacted by the pandemic between October 2020 and September 2021, and you had at least 4 full-time W-2 employees, don't miss out on your opportunity for compensation. There's no cost to apply, and you owe us nothing unless we recover for you. Call now for a free consultation.
Call 1-800-563-4143. 1-800-563-4143.
My name is John David Carpton.
Dr. Kimberly Stegmeyer.
Dr. Edith Perez.
I'm a medical oncologist.
And I focus on cancer prevention.
People are always asking me, why?
Why do I do this work?
2 words come to mind for me. One is responsibility, the other is purpose.
There was a child that, I took care of and adored, and she said to me, Dr. Kim, will you remember me forever? Sorry. It's been a hard year.
Every day I think of the faces of patients when I see their smiles, when I tell them that new treatments are helping their lives.
It's just so inspiring to do research that impacts human lives.
Stand Up to Cancer has been a critical partner in advancing research for cancer.
Cancer research saves lives.
So please help us fight in this battle against cancer.
You're watching Varsity Blitz. The best highlights, the best plays, continuing right now.
Welcome back, everyone. One of the teams really hoping to continue their winning ways this year are the Yuma Criminals. An impressive record last year, just missing out on the playoffs, but so far things haven't quite been on par with that.
Yeah, an 0-2 start this year, but maybe not a bad omen because it's the same start from last season and they would finish 7-3.
Yeah, that's right, Vanessa. So maybe the 0-2 start a sign of better things to come. Let's go ahead and find out. Over to Curly Colt Memorial Stadium, Crims welcoming in the Tempe Buffaloes into town. Yuma still looking for their first win on the year again after that 0-2 start. We pick up action in the second quarter, 7-0 Buffaloes. A botched punt set up the Crims well in Tempe territory. First and 20 here, quarterback Reggie Antone taking the snap. He fires downfield to Andrew Mosqueda. What a grab there. Mosqueda diving and coming down with it. First and goal now for the Crims, and that would help to set up this play. Quarterback sneak from Reggie Antone. Crims get 6, but they miss the extra point, so you can make it 7-6. Tempe still on top. Next possession from the Crims. First and goal again. Antone takes the snap, keeps it, shakes a man, and blows past 2 more to find the end zone. Yuma takes the lead. Extra point is good. Crims, they're now up 13-7. Tempe would tie things up at 13 after about a minute left in the first half. First down from the Yuma 29. Antone rolls out to his right, tosses it up for Nick Amador, who turns way upfield for a massive gain, shakes off a few defenders, fights off 2 more. Amador ends up at the Buffalo 28 for a 43-yard gain. Crims looking to take the lead before the half. Now some penalties would move them back a bit, so they leave it up to their kicker, Joaquin Perez, who boots it up from 38 yards out, and the kick is good. How about the leg for Perez? The field goal gives the Crims a 16-13 lead heading into the locker room. In the end, though, the Crims would be oh so close. It would end up being the Buffaloes taking this one. Your final score 25-23. Make it an 0-3 start for the Criminals.
Close game there, Luis, and to Veterans Field in Calipatria with the 1-1. Calipatria Hornets hosting the 0-2 O'Farrell Charter Falcons. Let's go to the first quarter with Dominic Hawk getting it on the toss sweep. He breaks a tackle and picks up a first down before stepping out. 2 plays later, CJ Spence drops a snap. It looks like he's going to be stuffed, but he dishes it to Angel Maitorena, and he turns on those Jets, and he is gone. Touchdown Hornets. All the way he goes. You can't catch him. O'Farrell trying to respond, and how about this run from their quarterback, splitting 2 defenders for a nice first down. But Calipat's D came to play. The Falcons try the option here, but the ball is on the ground and is picked up by Aaron Villarreal, the second fumble recovery for the Hornets. Next possession, the Falcon quarterback. Let's see what he tries to do. He tries to scramble, but he is absolutely drilled, and the ball goes flying. O'Farrell falls on it, but it forced a punt. That was the third forced fumble of the quarter. The game would be suspended late in the second quarter due to lightning in the area. It is currently in the fourth quarter with the Hornets leading 19-6.
And we go to some action from last night. Dual head coaches Ray Van Diver and Rick Rubio and the Wildcats welcoming in the 0-2 Canyon Hills Rattlers out to Warren Field. The Wildcat offense got off to a hot start with junior Matt Gutierrez hitting Brandon Porras on the out route. Porras making a man miss, breaks a tackle. He is gone for the touchdown. The Wildcats taking a 6-0 lead on only the second play from scrimmage. They unfortunately missed the extra point. Next possession on 3rd and long. The Rattlers quarterback Lavelle Teague rolls out to his right, tries to scramble, but he's spun down by Christopher Camille. What a play from the 3-time All-League linebacker. A couple plays later, Gutierrez going deep again, and guess who he's got? Porras wide open for the touchdown. The second time this pair would connect for a score in just the first quarter. The offense for Brawley was simply rolling, and so was the defense. How about Joel Ruiz stuffing that play up for a loss? That would end up setting up Zane Richards, who, check out this play once it comes up. Again, Zane Richards getting the ball. He's going to walk it into the end zone for a touchdown to give Brawley a 3-score lead. And, hey, things would get even better for the Wildcats because, check this out. Watch Alec Valdez on the play. He's going to pick off Teague and then take it back to the house for the pick 6. Brawley cruises to a 47-29 victory. They get to a record of 2-0. Here's Matthew Gutierrez after the game.
My offense really just stepped up today. My defense too, just turnovers. Line gave me time. Receivers made plays. We have some young guys and inexperienced guys, and once they feel that atmosphere, we'll be ready to go and make our deep run in the playoffs.
They will look to keep the train rolling next week when they host the Cibola Raiders. All right, we're going to move on to some out-of-town scores now. San Pasqual taking on the Catalina Trojans. Looks like we don't have that score for you, but you can keep it posted over to our website to get the latest on that. Yuma Catholic, we do have the score for that. However, they come away with a 37-20 victory over the Catalina Foothills Falcons. Shamrocks out to a 2-0 start. Let's go ahead and move on to some of the next scores. Vanessa, you want to take these once they come on up?
Here we go.
Oh, no, not quite yet. All right,
Palo Verde and Grossmont. There they are. Palo Verde 40-38 against the Grossmont Foothillers. So just barely won there. Good job, Yellow Jackets.
All right, definitely a big shout out to the Yellow Jackets. This is a girls football game. This is flag football. We had Brawley taking on Southwest, and now we're taking a look at some of today's best highlights. Brawley would actually win that game, by the way, for anyone who's curious. So cool to see some girls flag football action, right, Vanessa?
Absolutely. Well, we take the victory formation and send out a tip of the cap to you, our viewers, for tuning in. Our GM, Dave Miller, News Director, Ernesto Romero, our sponsors.
Yeah, that's right. We also want to give a shout out to Scott Gross and Chaz Messman, as well as Jalen Fong for helping shooting some of these games tonight. And a big fist bump to our director, Zach Williams, who's pushing all the buttons, making us look and sound good throughout the show tonight. So, Zach, once again, big shout out to you.
And thank you so much for joining us. And we'll see you next Friday night right here on Varsity Blitz.
We're looking forward to it.